Me. Trying to remember how to get the chat box back up.
Can you remember how to do it?
At some point, I'll remember how to do it. Well,
Hey, the webcam.
yeah, it's actually a pretty decent webcam. I got it to record lectures.
That's cool. Yeah, one day I was here, I hopped on Discord with some buddies. I turned it on, I was like, dang. Excuse me. I took one of these new trees. Honestly, on the vanilla one's probably my favorite of the new tree things.
Yeah, they're good.
They are really
Okay, let's just do it this way. Probably be easier to interact with it anyway.
Yeah.
There we go. See, TikTok's interesting because
Oh yeah, I see people live streaming on TikTok.
you have to actually manually open TikTok's chat because Restream can't access it. So,
That's
trying to remember. Not what I'm trying to do.
This right here, just fine.
You're good, bro.
way.
Oh, yeah.
We don't have to worry about that. Okay, now that is all taken care of.
What you playing?
World of Warcraft.
Wow.
That's the only way I could really justify playing it. I was like, you know what? It takes too much time to play to actually make videos because you have to do god-awful amounts of work to do anything that's actually worthwhile.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, I could stream it because really the main thing I want to do is to get a character leveled up because I've leveled up to max in almost every expansion. I only missed one expansion entirely. So I wanted to do at least one character.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, well, I could stream it. It won't hurt. At best, or at worst, it would maybe draw a little bit of attention to my channels. And I don't have a whole lot of expectations for streaming. It's just something that I'm doing to justify being able to play
Yeah.
WoW. So it is just for fun.
There you
Like, but the thing, I will say this much. The streamers that can actually sit and talk the entire time they're streaming, kudos to them. I cannot do that. I can come up with some stuff to talk about. I'll think I have a good list of things to talk about. And then I'll talk for like 15 minutes and it's
go.
gone.
Lock in.
Yeah, I am definitely significantly better at pre-recorded content. I'm not even really necessarily that good at that.
Yeah, I just get too
It's not so much that I zone in. I just to be blunt, run out of shit to talk about.
Yeah. Dude, I was like last night.
Well, I run out of things to talk about that I'm willing to talk about to a general audience, people that I don't know. I have zero desire to turn my channel into a politics channel or anything like that. And if you're not willing to talk about that stuff, there's just not a lot you can talk about all the time.
I have brought what help I could.
Hopefully that's not her getting loud. If so, we might be ending the stream early. She had a long day, so if we were making too much noise, we would definitely end things out just so she could sleep. Simply calling these creatures is not sufficient. If their bodies are left unattended, the light will seep through the remains and spread through the soil to the surrounding foliage.
Sounds fun.
We must take more drastic measures. Gather the bones of the creatures you slay. If we burn them, perhaps we can prevent their further spread through the roots of the forest. I don't know. Burn them to ash. That sounds awfully Stratholmy. Let's see. You don't know a whole lot about WoW, do you? Okay. See, functionally, what's going on is some lady from another planet about 100,000 years ago managed to somehow start enacting some really long-term plan that involves basically tricking everything from like old gods to almost timeless beings and gain some power and turn some things that we thought were good into bad things, and now we're sort of slowly losing a fight against her. It's a little bit more interesting than that if you start digging into it, but when you simplify it down like that, to be honest, that kind of sounds kind of stupid. But it's not that dumb. It's actually got a pretty decent story at the moment. It's not had a good story for a long time. Is it the best written thing in the world? No. But the truth is, WoW really has never been like top tier writing. And the people that think that it is are deluding themselves. I'm sure that if I had the right people paying attention would get pissed off at that. Because there's people that act like WoW has always been like the top high-end writing. I have never played an expansion where people didn't complain about that expansion. And I started towards the tail end of BC. I didn't really play all the way through at that point. I didn't quite get into it then. So I came back around the tail end of Wrath of the Lich King. People really liked Wrath. I will grant them that. Like, Vanilla, BC, and Wrath all had generally positive opinions. But even then, there were people criticizing the way that the story direction and stuff went. what people have been critical of here lately is the last couple of expansions seem to have kind of dropped the war out of Warcraft. And this also is a bit of a hot take amongst the WoW community, but personally, I don't care. I don't feel like you can actually have a forever war in any sort of game like this when you've united to fight like universe-ending level threats. You know, it's like it's a similar problem to what you have in the Marvel movies, where they have faced world-ending disasters and stuff. Yet, whenever they try to do their individual movies, like the question always pops up, well, couldn't this person take care of this problem? Why don't they call this person to come help? What?
Yeah, that was especially the news with all the bots.
Yeah.
It was just spotting me. I don't know where everybody else is at.
Yeah, no, see,
That's
there,
kind of the beauty of it.
it is, but it's one of those, that's the thing that you sort of stretch your disbelief for, you know? That's where the suspension of disbelief comes from. But I feel like just it's a much simpler concept that, yeah, these people are not going to fight each other forever when they've had to come together multiple times to fight things that are bigger than just a war between them. If they had actually done some alternation and done more than, let's see. BC pretty heavily emphasized the fighting between Horde and Alliance to a degree, and MOP really heavily influenced. Everyone thought Warlords of Draenor was going to, but it really didn't. So there's not been that many expansions that have actually focused on the war part of Warcraft. People like to think there has been, but there hasn't. Like, even, let's see, one right before Shadowlands, the one that actually caused me to quit. Yeah. Hold on. Yeah, it is. I've been playing it for like 15 or 20 years, some shit like that. Yeah. Hold on. Battle for Azeroth. Okay. The theme for it starts out with the leader of the Horde burning down a major city for the Alliance. It doesn't take very long because it's not like they didn't make it comically obvious that they were going to turn her into a villain just like they did the last Horde war chief. Well, no, technically the last one that actually was a really cool character, did some cool things. For whatever reason, they backlined him for like, okay, just to go through real quick. Okay, Mr. Pandaria, the Horde leader that started being the Horde leader in Cataclysm, more or less became Hitler. Yeah, then Warlords of Draenor happened, and we had our war chief basically do nothing, even though he was probably the coolest one that we've had, the only one that actually seemed to have any sort of spine. To immediately get stabbed and die in the opening of Legion and be taken over by Sylvanas. Well, she was the leader for the rest of Legion, clearly doing some shady, skeptical thing or sketchy things in Legion, still doing sketchy things in Battle for Azeroth until at the very end when she said she didn't actually care about the Horde and blah blah blah. Really character-defying things that she did for some bizarre reason. Like, yeah, she was definitely one that was more inclined to doing evil things like gassing the opponents with the thing that was just like even killing some of her own troops in the process. But she's not she wasn't a nice person, but she wasn't, like, she was not anti-Horde. A lot of what she did was very much in support of the Horde. So her just suddenly deciding she didn't care about the Horde didn't make a lot of sense when she tried to claim that she stopped caring about them because of some stuff that happened all the way back in Wrath of the Lich King. Well, then she was one of the major, and she was the final boss, I think. And then in Shadowlands, she was a main villain. She wasn't the main villain. The main villain was someone that they just pulled out of nowhere and gave him. They basically dropped a Thanos into the game with zero build-up. Yes, 0. Like, I'm not exaggerating. He came out of nowhere. They tried retconning a bunch of stuff to say that he had been involved in a whole bunch of different plans. And they already seem to be kind of dropping hints that maybe that was just him exaggerating his role in things to try to build himself up really big or whatever. Okay, so people like Sylvanas, but they were kind of upset at the way they did it and how they turned her into just straight up mustache twirling villain. And spoilers for anyone that actually gives a shit about spoilers for the game at this point. The end of the current main raid series, she comes back even though she shouldn't. Like, says a couple cryptic lines and disappears. But she's a good guy now because at the end of Shadowlands, we apparently figured out that her soul had been cleaved in two, and so the good part of it was gone, and we reunited the good part with the bad part, so apparently now she has morals again. And apparently that's why the undead all act so amorally, because the process of becoming undead sort of splits off part of their emotions. The problem is they fixed it for her, but they've not even implied that they might be able to fix it for the rest of the undead. So, so you still have a whole bunch of undead characters out there that, in theory, have very loose and fast morals. So, now, you just take all that and sort of shove it to the side and don't worry about the finer details. And if you look at the current game, there was one game in between. See, they're currently the expansions are releasing as a trilogy, and War Within and Midnight is part 1 and part 2 of the trilogy, and the last one's going to be called The Last Titan. Dragonflight was sort of a transition from old era WoW to a sort of a revamp type of thing, where it was still people that were in an older group. Like, they brought some people back to try to revamp the storyline because most players weren't happy with the story. As you can imagine, things got kind of wonky. But people criticized it for being too about feelings and whatnot. It really was kind of emotion heavy. I didn't mind that. I didn't think the stories were all that bad because we were exploring the origins of what's called the Dragonflight, which every different group of dragons are associated with basically a different aspect of Azeroth, which is the planet. It's also the name of a being that we're not sure what that is right now. Well, it's might be probably not a Titan, might be something more than a Titan, basically a god. But it's our planet, and we seem to be heeding its call to try to help it. Do I have a pet? Where have you asked that at? Oh, there it is. Looks like the Hunger Games. Do I have a pet? Yes. Why didn't you...
Where do you see that?
Right here.
Oh,
Oh, she's asking in YouTube. I see. Okay. Yeah, I've got a pet.
I'm the pet. The pet goat.
Why is YouTube chat not showing up on... Oh, wait, that's the TikTok one. There's...
She texted you too.
Yeah, my character is... my character's basically he's a Death Knight, and this specific type of Death Knight's called an Unholy Death Knight, and the way it works is it more or less raises undead minions to help it fight, while also casting diseases. Okay. Yeah. There it is. So let's grab that. Does that answer your question, honey? But yeah, when I do this attack that has those things, that has a chance of summoning another zombie. So some of these attacks apply diseases, some of them summon minions. But I don't actually control the minions. What exactly do you mean by it looks like Hunger Games?
I'm actually reading the Hunger Games in the class right now.
Really?
It's so boring. I fall asleep.
I'm not a big fan of the Hunger Games.
I mean, it's just, like literally, it comes from the start. Like, I sit on the floor and I lay there with my book up. I wake up and I just sit and fall asleep. I don't get what Katniss and freaking.
Yeah, usually I don't understand the elements in the books, but that's how usually it's not written from my perspective. You know what I mean? Like, Peeta? Is that who? She said it's not boring.
It puts me to sleep every time. Like every time, like we're still reading I just don't get it.
I'll say it is just not for me.
The land.
Oh, okay.
I never watched the movie. I've seen clips on TikTok.
I don't know. I've watched little bits and pieces. I just don't like Jennifer Lawrence all that much, so I can't watch the movies, and I feel like the story would be a less brutal version of Battle Royale.
The lightning has reached the river.
You know what I mean?
Sun preserve us. We are out of
I
time.
get, by the way, just to be clear here, this is not me advocating Quentin Tarantino saying
May the wind guide
that the creators of Battle Royale should sue over the Hunger Games, because that was stupid. They're not the same at all. Like, just because they put a bunch of teenagers together and make them fight, the reasoning's completely different. And the end result's completely different. All he did in that moment was tell me he didn't understand either one of them. See, in the Hunger Games, rich people would just basically make the poor people fight each other for their entertainment. In Battle Royale,
The plot, just
in Battle Royale, they are taking kids that are exceptionally troublesome, like violent criminals, from the worst school in the district of Japan, and making them fight each other to the death.
what's it called?
Battle Royale?
Never heard of
You've never watched Battle Royale?
it.
As much as you like anime,
Is it
and
an
shit,
anime?
there is an anime
I
to
watched
it.
Juni Taisen.
Oh, I love Juni
Juni
Taisen.
Taisen was really good.
That's the one that I recommended too, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, it was on the watch list on Crunchyroll, and I checked it out, and it was really good.
It is good. What do you think of the rabbit dude?
That's
The guy that's basically walking around in like Playboy bunny gear, the guy that's doing it, that kills everyone really quickly when he comes across them. All he has is like the bunny ears,
buff
and he's like half naked half the time.
yeah, with the shirt off.
Yeah.
The plot. The ending caught me off guard because I did not expect that guy to win.
Oh, I know, right?
What would you ask of me?
He is a good
Yield, Sir Quel'Thalas. Your light returns to watch over you.
Root and Ruya, what is this madness?
Naive
They're supposed to be making this
frenzy
second season, I
shall tap at
think,
the heels of our sacred home no longer.
but I don't know. I think it's sort of watching the aftermath of his wish, and like that, the organization trying their best to not fulfill it. Yeah. Yeah. No. No, they dissuade you of that very quickly. Alright. See, I'm actually enjoying playing this expansion so far, but that's Fortnite. What's Fortnite? What do you mean that's Fortnite? This doesn't play at all like Fortnite. See, she'll start trolling me at a certain point and saying things because she knows me well enough to get me irritated.
Fortnite.
Yeah.
I think she's on my game.
Oh, okay. Well, in a weird way, I could kind of see a comparison between those two.
Yeah. I mean, it's just
It is.
I think my favorite. I don't know. My favorite character.
Okay, what am I supposed to be doing? I didn't pay enough attention to it.
You
Oh,
cannot
there we go.
alone.
They are relentless. Xal'atath, give me strength.
Ah, Cinnamon.
It's now or never, brother.
I'll hand this to them. They design some cool creatures sometimes.
More?
And the whole Light Forge thing is kind of clever to use bad guys because it lets them take older models and just give them a light version. Which they do a lot anyway. They're really bad at using old sprites and just kind of getting some slight recolors and stuff like that. But I always do come up with some really cool new models every time I get a new expansion. There'll be a lot of reused stuff, but there'll also be a decent number of brand new ones.
Keep up.
Battle Royale
Elder
thing.
Hagar.
Keep it. Oh,
Help has arrived,
okay.
little sprout.
How's the Battle Royale
Speak
thing?
to me.
Oh, you're just talking about in general, like Fortnite is a Battle Royale.
I shall watch you. The world watch over you.
With perseverance, strength. Stop the ritual! To arms! Eversong need not burn today!
Let's see, where do I go?
Alhara's blessing empowers us. Today, we fight for all of her creation.
Okay, so it's going to take a minute. Okay. Let's just go over this way. Ah, there we go. Well, let's try and take one down and see what happens. Not that bad. So clearing out the percentages for this area is going to be the pain part. Oh, that's lucky.
I'll get something first.
I wonder if I can pull up TikTok on here. Oops. CEO of Tesla started following you. Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, well, I can't figure that out. But anyway. Oh, cool. Name popped up right here. So me being confused about what to do gave me a chance to actually get the last thing in. Oh, nice. Level 85. Let's see. Which talent should we go? I have no clue. I don't have any idea which one to grab, so let's see what would be a good defensive. That'll work. That'll be useful. Throw an extra thing on Death's Advance. And let's fly. Flying force.
I will do my duty for Azeroth.
Do.
May victory be ours.
You hail from above. May you lend your soul to hers.
Confront.
I cannot say we
X-person.
have ever fought a Harrenir root warden before. Anything we should know?
Show no fear. Ruya is powerful, but he stands alone. This ends here.
I just wanted to click the appearance. Ah, mining node. Let's go. Good thing about how extra charges in different games, we're not actually using the charges now. Oh, come on. Oh, well. It's not like someone stole it. It's just, you only have so long to harvest from it once someone else has hit it. Or it despawns.
Your transgressions end here.
Which, the whole fact that you can't actually steal nodes anymore is an excellent thing. It used to be so annoying. Definitely before they actually started doing basically anything about bots, which they still really don't do anything about bots, but whatever.
I can feel him fleeing through the roots. We have to.
Yes, Owen. Ruya will face judgment. Come, we should fall back to the sun-crowned tree.
It'd be interesting to figure out how he manages to just travel through the rootways willy-nilly. And here we go. See? Plenty of ore to go around. Don't have to be too upset about this one, though.
With Ruya in
I wonder what that
retreat
light is
and
over there.
Outdust in hand, we can drive the frenzy back.
Hey, you're fine.
Do not fear the dark. Perhaps we meet again.
Pretty good. Ding to level. Wasn't really sure what to do with my... you just... I went up a level. It always goes to goom whenever you hit a level, so...
Nice.
People always refer to it as dinging.
You join me in Silvermoon.
Ding, fries are done. Let's sell some stuff.
What you're looking for?
What level are you now?
I am 85.
Dang, that's high. I know that's pretty high for a while.
It's just almost at the max. Like, the thing is with WoW, like, I don't think I need any of this stuff, so we'll just sell everything that I potentially can. I won't need any rings unless it just won't let me sell them for some reason.
Is Brick's down here? She's asleep.
She's probably asleep now.
That's probably where I'll be. Probably. How long will I be up for?
I'm probably going to play about another hour.
Okay, I might head up at 12 and sleep.
Just because I don't feel like it's really worthwhile to do it if I can't do it for more than about an hour or so. Well, I don't have OBS pulled up there, but 39:40, so still got a little ways to go before it feels like I've actually put enough time in for it to be worthwhile to do. I'd like to hit at least one more level just because, you know, really WoW doesn't start until you actually hit the max level, but my god, I don't know how many times they've done a stat squish so far, but it feels like this is like the third time that I've hit level 90.
Third time.
Well, every now and then they'll do a level squish, and then sometimes they just do stat squishes. So to keep numbers from getting like insanely out of hand, like say if you look at the health, right now I have 166,000 health. Oh, it's pretty good by the end of the expansion. This character will have over 1 million health. And so they've figured out a way that between expansions they can kind of crunch your statistics and your levels and all that sort of stuff down a little bit. That is, let's see, the Headless Horseman's mount. He's the special Halloween boss. They have a version of the Headless Horseman you can fight around Halloween time. Took forever for me to get this one, I think. It is. It really is. Like, there's things in this game that take an obscene amount of time to actually get them to drop. Like, one of the common ones that people complain about is Invincible. It's the name of the horse that drops from the Lich King.
Owena, your efforts saved Eversong this day. The Haranir will always
Okay,
have a place
so
in
I've
Silvermoon.
done the Harandar ones. Now it wants me to do a dungeon. Oh, cool. Blinding Veil dungeon. It's the first time I've actually had one tell me to go do a dungeon. Cool thing about this is the basic modes of the dungeons you can actually do.
Roots bring me.
What is
I am not eternal. On your way.
Hours
Champion, return to the Sanctum of Light. This struggle is far from over.
Why get closer?
Thank you, friend. You helped bring my people back into the world. The goddess would be
Siege is like
pleased,
the
I
most
think.
played games I've ever played. And those are all about like repetitive and Valorant, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
I could just never get into it. It's too hard.
It seems that way. You got to learn the way to play FromSoft games because you play them in a very particular
Outlaws is
way.
limited, so we must call the
And
areas where
this
the
is what's
legend
called a
is most
follower
active.
dungeon. It's the easiest form of dungeons in WoW. And where is my button
Xal'atath
to
only
tell the
causes
dude to
the
just
light
take the
bloom to
lead?
spread. A few, striking the most dangerous. That
There you go.
is best.
I'll keep it safe.
Well, just let him basically go ahead.
He's the second.
Come on.
He's not wanting to. He's scared.
Well, they're pretty good, and this is also tuned to be the easiest version of it it can be. So it's really hard to fail. Like, you're not playing with other people. You're playing with AI. You're more or less playing in the story mode version of the dungeon, and I'm going to assume that thing is empowered while that dude's casting it. So let's just try to kill the thing casting it. It's not gonna work, so gotta remember my keybinds. But yeah, you can press a button and have them lead. I'm not playing tank character right now, and it's a little bit weird getting them to go where you want them to go when you're not actually actively tanking. When I'm on my paladin, if I'm doing a follower dungeon, I don't ever have the NPCs lead because they go slow. Not as slow as a group that doesn't know what it's doing, which I don't know what to do with the dungeons. Give me enough time and I'll learn them and figure out what I'm supposed to do. But right now I have no idea what's going on. I'm not even taking the time to read the dungeon journal. Yeah. But dungeon quests are pretty notorious for giving you massive amounts of experience.
That was actually really fun. I did enjoy that.
Yeah, I got through the original campaign of the main one. I have the first expansion, but I haven't actually played all the way through it yet. I haven't bought the second expansion. I've tried. League is about the only game that even I would describe as toxic, and most of the time I feel like describing a game as toxic is generally overkill. But League is...
Heard a lot of
Whoever decided, oh well, it makes sense because League started out, well, okay. The whole type of game that League is, the original game that did that was called Dota. And Dota was more or less a custom map version of Warcraft 3, I think. Dota is its own game. Ooh. Yeah. Dota is its own game now.
Where's your HP?
Right here. Party, me, my target. Oop. Tell me. Do you see what I mean? That probably should have. I don't know. I was paying too much attention to talking to you and not enough to what's actually going on. But, yet again, this is what's called a follower dungeon. Now, the key thing with dungeons is learning sort of which packs you can skip past, which ones you can't, and your mob priority order. I can do this. So. You're good.
Yeah, I'll probably head up.
That's fine. No, you did work. That's even if it's not physically hard, there's still something taxing about being somewhere you don't want to be and staying sort of at the ready the whole time you're there. Like, even if it's not hard work, just the fact that you basically have to prep to do it the whole time is taxing.
I need to target something first. They're all good.
Remember, we're live streaming.
Like I'm just saying, like, I didn't mean anything like that. It's like we'll get busy. Probably be clear. Maybe just talk laughing. But honestly,
You're used to solemn silence on occasion.
it's not bad. They're all good people. It's just we'll get But honestly, far away. Come on.
It does, but I know what you mean. Like, when you're kind of consistently putting effort in conversations and stuff, that can be tiring too.
Honestly, when it comes down to it, I'd rather have them there with me than just because I think I'd go crazy 7 hours. I don't know, I just can't walk away. That's good.
Oh, that's good. Not married any of them under the stairs yet. Yeah, no, like, one thing I will warn you about is don't date people you work with.
Oh
Just well, there's this weird phenomenon that will happen where when you spend just a boatload of time in close proximity with someone, like even someone that under normal circumstances you probably wouldn't consider dating, you just spend that much time together and something like that happens. That's why so many companies and stuff have policies against like dating in the office. Like office romances are usually taboo. Well, no, I mean it's a good type of policy. It's because people will start seeing each other even when they probably shouldn't. Like that realistically they're not that compatible, and ultimately they're going to end up breaking up. And then that creates all sorts of other issues. Because can you manage to maintain and actually keep that work relationship going even if the actual relationship is gone? Or is one of you just basically going to have to quit after that?
I like too much of a hassle. Stay for myself.
Alright. This is pretty good. 15? 16?
My grade, the people on my grade nowadays.
At your age, there's a lot of people that try to take training too seriously. They know what the gimmick is for this boss fight. But council bosses, it's usually, there's at least one that you kind of really want to get rid of. Or is this one of oh, no, that's the cast one. Now, what I would imagine is happening is they, okay, what is that? And why did I get a warning? Oh, I see. He's making that thing grow so that it starts casting. I feel like they're probably sharing a help, but it looks like their health's going down relatively evenly. Fights like this really heavily favor dot classes, because once you get everything dotted up, suddenly the thing that normally is only doing ticking damage to one creature is doing ticking damage to a whole bunch of them, but it's like it's hitting the same creature multiple times. They may not all be the same. Let's try to focus on this one guy. Of course, usually also with council fights, if you manage to kill one, it enrages all the others. No, they all die at the same time. Okay. Oh, what do we get? Okay, two-handed polearm. I'll equip that after, because as a Death Knight, I have to go to a specific location to buff my weapons so that they're actually effective. You can do enchants in this where you add layers to your weapons, but Death Knights by default get a thing called Rune Forging, so it's like an extra enchant. The thing is, the Rune Forge is so integral to your DPS that it's basically a DPS loss, even if you're equipping something at a higher item level, if you don't have the Rune Forge on it. So you hold off on equipping weapons until you do that. There's a lot of strategies for the game that just don't change. But that's okay. Final Fantasy, as a comparison point, has a lot flashier fights, but they also basically have a bunch of things built into it to show you what you're supposed to do. They're a little bit harder to learn, but once you learn them, it's the exact same thing in the exact same order every time. WoW's fights are a little bit easier to learn, but that's because there's a lot more randomness in terms of the order in which attacks come out. What woke you up? This is one of those times where if I had a true mechanical keyboard, it probably would drive people watching the stream insane.
I have, my keyboard's pretty clippy. I don't have, see that's something.
Knocking back.
Shouldn't be that hard to fix.
Yours.
Wow, that went from there being nothing on screen to there being a whole bunch of stuff all at once. And I'm guessing that's one of those things where I really need to run away. Well, usually when you get the big red eyes on you, that means if you get touched in that moment in time, bad things are going to happen.
Knocking back.
Alright, I would bet whenever he's chasing after you, you're supposed to lead him over top of those things and try to clear as much of them as possible.
Watch your step.
And I didn't notice until the very end that I turned it on. There we go. Yeah, that's why I was saying I figured it's probably intended for the intro. And it'll probably focus me at the end of the video, being that I'm the only not computer-controlled character. Yeah. But let's see this time if he destroys him. Yeah. So you can use him to clear out an area that you can stand in. I've just played this game a lot. Yeah, actually. The first year I started playing it was 2005? 2006? Somewhere in there.
They can take us below, but swiftly. I would not expose them to the light.
Love you, bro.
Love you. I'll see you in the morning. Have fun. I might pop into your stream if I'm still
See you in the morning. We'll go to Granny's tomorrow. So.
What time? I might go to church.
Well, wait, what time you want to go to church?
Well, I was gonna see if like Lexi wanted me to go with her.
Hey, if you want to go, usually we go around 1, but if you go early, we can. That'll be fine if you want to go around. That's fine. If you, that's fine. That's not a big deal.
Just want to my ball and stuff, but we'll definitely Megan's dance recital.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Or whatever. I'm excited for that.
What time is that? Okay, so we might not go to Granny's tomorrow. No, if it's 1:30, we're definitely going to miss Granny.
Brooke said it's at 1:30. We'd leave here at 1 to make sure we get there and are ready.
Okay, so
Okay.
yeah, no Granny's tomorrow then.
Alright, I love you, Baron.
Love you too.
I'll see you in the morning.
See you then. And
Bye, stream.
well, time for me to go back to being quiet. And trying to also figure out what I'm supposed to be doing now. I don't know why that character's just suddenly... Lead the way. Okay. Oh, right there. That's fine. At least he's right there, so it's not going to be like it was at the beginning of this dungeon. It took a long time to get to the point where we were actually fighting anything. That's kind of unpleasant. I hate it when dungeons take a supreme amount of time to actually get to where anything of interest is happening. I know it's one of those things that's kind of important for game designers to consider just in general, but just because something is cool and fun to do once, if you're in a situation where you're going to be doing it a whole bunch of times, that has to be taken into account. Like, I think it was the final raid of the first tier of Warcraft. Is that the one? No. Dragonfly. Had Razagath. I can't remember the dragon lady, but her, like the little bombing run thing or whatever that you did at the beginning, that got old really quickly.
He will not escape again.
Out of range. Get closer. Too far away.
Well, I guess they're not going to clear all the stuff off. This seems like the type of fight
Phase change.
where you would want to kill everything. I had a feeling like that might be a group drop it type of thing. Okay. What happens if I just stand right there a little bit? This feels like I'm fighting against a weird paladin. And he's about to die, so we're about to succeed.
This faith in the goddess has become hatred. Is this what Lightbloom does?
Oh, there's someone else.
Follow me.
No, what the hell? She said to follow her.
A precision attack. I should have called for everyone.
The thing that looks like a weapon might be dangerous.
get something first. I must get closer. Too far away.
It just looks like a keeper of the grove that's been corrupted.
As
Okay,
coming.
actually it looks really creepy.
As coming.
The light bloom is persistent. We too must be.
I don't have a target.
Equip that. Equip that. Learn that. Here we go. Well. We'll just do that. Turn in. Thanks, Chan. At least now I know TikTok chat works. And where do you turn in the blinding veil at? Oh, I gotta go all the way back there. Okay, we got a pathway to the rootways in the middle of town now.
Your path leads you deep, stranger.
We'll pick that.
I shall watch for you.
And now let's go pick up what will sort of be the last area.
Lorthamar, what we saw out there, the light drove the Rutani to zealotry and madness.
Watch your tone, Haldoran. Blasphemy doesn't suit a man of your stature.
He was speaking to his Lord Regent.
We assume benevolent motives, but have seen the light used by the wicked before.
Without the light, your precious city, all of Azeroth would have been lost.
No one is questioning the light's grace, Terralion, least of all the Sindori.
We seek to avoid its corruption, the light being turned against us. We are your friends, Terralion. Your family.
Get the audio and the
Family. Of course. The light bloom is an anomaly. But nothing that should diminish our faith in the light.
Use discretion, champion. We need both Umbric and the Vanguard. Go, quickly. Liadrin needs urgent assistance with the Armani.
Oh, let me do this real quick. Enchant my weapon. Well, Rune Forge it. Ah, awesome. 3D print finished. Give it a little bit more time to cool down, then I need to go out and fetch that and start something up for my daughter. That way she gets to wake up to a toy. Apocalypse, I think. Yeah. I must have enough haste now to have shortened the cooldown of the death gate. Or I just wasn't paying attention and I zoned out long enough to not notice at the timer it ran out on it. Alright, let's go try to get this guy released and then get started in the next zone. And then that's probably where I'll relinquish things for the night. What is this?
Body roots. Good.
Yeah, okay. I'm not sure what that's actually going to change, but let's do this real quick.
The eternal sun still guides us.
Oh. Got them as an allied race. Got a new mount. Cool. I guess that'll be another druid that I need to make.
I was investigating the void to help you!
We will not be tempted by your offers of help, Void Elf.
This seems like it's going to be... Oh, Lothraxian. It was pretty cool that he just popped up randomly, but...
Careful of the void's tricks.
May the light show its wrath.
They're doing a really good job making the people that follow the light seem really annoying, so that when it inevitably has the heel turn, I won't mind as much.
Build our future upon the backbone of tradition.
Anduin can probably help. Why do they still have him look like a child in his portrait? They really need to update that.
Will I be forgiven? High Commander, you will release Magister Umbric, if you please.
No! This elf has made their allegiance known.
They have. To me. Time and time again, Umbric and his Rendori have shown their loyalty to the Alliance, despite persecution and distrust. You do not have the time to imprison him, nor the grounds to execute him.
But Umbric
is fond of bold actions. Is that what I heard you say, Grand Magister? Now
I miss
is the time
Varian.
for bold actions.
Even as a
Release
lifelong
him.
Horde player, I
accept
liked
full
Varian.
responsibility.
Fine. On your head, be it.
I actually thought it would have been really cool to get to watch Varian and Vol'jin go up against each other. And it never happened. Watching the two of them actually spar or have to have meetings where they talk stuff over would have been interesting. Wasted opportunity.
We have might to protect you in the city, but the Vanguard will not allow you to approach the Sunwell. Results will change that.
Results? I have no tools, no support, and zealots on both sides hunting me.
If you found a pathway to Xal'atath, the Vanguard would leave, to say nothing of the power your people could acquire. I proudly serve as
Yeah,
Region
fair
Lord.
point. Yeah, alright, let's head to Zul'Aman. Get settled in, and then I'm gonna go tinker with the 3D printer for a bit. You know, I've never noticed that dragon, the tip of its tail is a pine cone before. Makes sense, just never noticed it. And she's...
Over here, champion. The situation is escalating. I am the blade of the light. There is no need for further bloodshed. Cease your raids.
Didn't we beat you once already, old man?
Our lands? This was all once our lands, and everything on it. You will take the Lightwood over my grave, Gorkini. Lightwood will come out. Avoid this! Look out! Warriors, attack!
Destroy the Amani. Break them. Sow chaos for the glory of Xal'atath.
For the glory of Xal'atath. It seems like they don't really know Xal'atath all that well.
Sister? Did you forget I'm the leader of Zul'Aman? Is that why you did not listen to me?
Hold! We are not here to fight.
Then why you be here? Tell me quickly, before I slice your head from your neck, elf.
I answer to the light. Anaria Shala.
Alright, so the Amani are actually friends now. Interesting.
Remain vigilant. Allow us passage into Zul'Aman. We cannot sit idle while the Twilights amass close to our border.
Your border? If you want to die in Zul'Aman to the Twilight's blade, I won't stop you. But your army stays here.
Knights, stay and guard Eversong. Let us follow them, champion.
Alrighty. Fighting everywhere.
Let Xal'atath hear your cries as your city burns.
You would let go, King. The invaders fight in Atalama.
We needed our warriors to protect the city. Who else gonna help us, John?
Pleasantries can wait. Fight well.
What you bring the leader of the Armani? My blood for the Armani. When the war drums song, reinforcements will rally at the center of John.
I can help you
This
if
is
you
a pretty
allow
small
us to.
zone.
Find me once you have finished your mission, champion.
I think I will go find me an inn real quick and call it a night. Let's see how fast this goes. Might not be that hard. Let's see if this counts. Cool. So we might as well just finish these 2 quests. Gotta specifically kill invading shadows, and not just Twilight invaders. Okay. Well, that makes this a lot slower. Yeah, army lasts a pretty long time. Found some more invading shadows. Why can't I fly? What am I fighting against? Okay. I hate it when it locks you into combat like this. I'm not in fact in combat. I haven't been fighting anything. Probably passingly spread my plague to something somewhere, and so now I'm stuck in combat. Of course. so there's a flight point right here.
Step out the loud, and I go for your neck.
I see mailbox, which should mean sanctuary nearby, and that should mean that once I step into that part, it should drop me out of combat. Maybe.
Oraka Gokini. Watch yourself.
Is this? Nope, not an inn. Just a mailbox. Oh boy. So there's nowhere to adequately get rested experience built up here. Okay, well, we'll just Hearthstone back to the city for now and just fly back down here tomorrow. It's not that far away. It's not that big a zone. Well, oh, I should have tried to make one of those trolls. Anyway, thank you for watching, the people that stopped by, and I will try to stream again sometime soon, sort of. Good night.